This one from Jack Duffin, who we talked to yesterday. Stefanski's move to CEO-type head coach appears to be working, judging by the offensive penalties per game. Free to get hands-on rather than focused on play calling. As a play caller, Browns were almost 6.5 penalties. Non-play caller, 3.5. Again, short sample size, but it is something to keep an eye on. And when the move was made, Jake, I kind of felt it was because of the offensive penalties. You needed somebody to kind of, make sure you weren't getting those ridiculous pre-snap penalties that kept putting you behind the chains.
Yeah, I think you have to be a little careful with that because if you're judging all of the offensive penalties because a coach can't really stop a holding call or an offensive pass interference or some of the other player action penalties. So I would really break that into procedural or operational stuff, which is something I thought Kevin could give a bolster to with his different approach to the offense, which is the illegal motion, illegal shift, false start stuff. Like that has gone down some. I think it's such a small sample size of 2 games now, but I do feel like that's in a better place. I can't speak to the entire operation of some of those where I don't, the word's probably capricious, a little unpredictable about how a guy is going to, get called for holding or some of those other things. But I think through 2 games, they did have one illegal motion penalty, which was a bummer in the Chargers game on a 3rd down. They hit a 19-yard throw to Cedric Tillman, but Jerry Jeudy was outside the tackle box, moving toward the line of scrimmage forward, got called for illegal motion, which is different from the illegal shift issues they had earlier in the year. But that's a topic for a different time. But like it's been better. Let's see it grow. Let's see the sample size get higher and see if they continue to be a little better there. But they have stopped the delay of game penalties. Those have been better. I think that's certainly something that you would like to focus in on. And it does seem like within series to series, there is a little better communication happening between people in the press box and on the sidelines. And I feel encouraged about that. Right. So again, I'd like to see these last 8 or even half of the 8 and see sort of how that feels collectively. But it has been better in terms of the pull your hair out, silly penalties before a play even starts, which we were all grew really frustrated with and tired of that happening over the course of the first 7 weeks of the season.